Let's get into it, everybody. 1 2 1 2, and we say 1 2. No, we talking Markey Fresh. We talking Big Daddy Kane. We talking Off the Dome. No. This is the truth between the battle between Big Daddy Kane and Markey Fresh. Now, Markey Fresh, it was all ego, It wasn't like it's beef, like when I see him, we're gonna punch him in the face. Nah, I was never like that. What happened was, for those who all don't know who Markey Fresh is, Markey Fresh is one of the guys who was in the Flavor Unit before it was the Flavor Unit, before everybody started coming together, where they had the whole La crew, Lottie, Lakim, and it's Queen Latifah now, but Latifah, and before they formed the Flavor Unit, you got Markey Fresh in there getting it in with 45. And let me explain to y'all who 45 is. The 45 King is like one of the illest producers that's unknown in the rap world. Well, he's known in the rap world, but now I'm talking about like major spotlight. If you was in that era of time, like the late 80s, around that time, 90s, that 45 King was making your tracks. He was putting out heat. And if you was in any block party, the Bronx, and then he even got a deal through Warner Brothers, his problem is he had no idea of business structure. He just knew how to make beats. But when you got a habit, that started taking away from your mindset of the outside world. But it never robbed him musicianally. It just made his beats more crazier. But it was on point. Like, he was sick with the tracks. But it wasn't good for him. But anyway, Markey Fresh used to be the one ripping and making all the house parties, and everybody was doing all this house music stuff at the time, and he wasn't really feeling that. So, Mark the 45 King, the one went and found him and was like, man, dude, you doing all this song about, like, we got to get rid of the government and establishment, and he's doing this on like house records because everybody wanted to listen to that. And then 45 King came out with all the breakbeat records, and once he came with the breakbeat records, and it was on. So 2 turntables and a mic. you know the routine. And that's when everybody in the Flavor Unit, they had Lottie, Latifah, Lakim, and it's Queen Latifah now. And then they got Apache brought in. He was always there. So he's got DJ Red Alert was pushing his stuff. Now DJ Red Alert is cool with Daddy Kane. Like that, him and Daddy Kane was like DJ Red Alert. I mean, Kane's voice and everything Kane did was like stepping and everything else, and he always wore the long trench. That was like his signature. Big Daddy Kane wear the long trench coat. Smooth had the howl, Jerry curl fade. He was good to go. And what happened was Kane had, they heard they was like doing a show somewhere, and I think it was Brand Nubian. Yeah, Brand Nubian, Big Daddy Kane. Who else was there? What was their name? Gosh, what was their name? They had, I think, Jeep Music or something like that. Oh my gosh, I can't think of their name. But I know the song was like Jeep music. It was I think something dialects, or like urban dialects or something. Anybody help it? Y'all let's figure it out. But anyway, they were all on the same marquee. And opening up, like they ain't had no opening act, and they, Red Alert, when they got Markey Fresh. Markey Fresh get up there, just kills it right off the top, right? So then he'll go into his, his main song that he had on his records. When he came out there and ripped, they'll give him he'll make about at least $4-5 grand a night performance. So he felt he was pretty good, but when he did the Maca rap, they ask him to do 2 songs. So he'll normally do a freestyle, then he'll go into the Maca rap or whatever other song he had. But he'll normally start with the freestyle, then hit him with that, but they let him do 2 songs. So when they let Shabazz come through, and they said, Shabazz, what you think, man? Because Kane came back there and he saw Latifah and all them, was like, hey, what's up? And then he saw Markey Fresh and was like, yeah, he got a little Kane in his flow. That's what, like, Big Daddy Kane was like, yeah, dude, nice, he got a little Kane in his flow. So Markey Fresh took it like I got Kane in my flow. If anything, he got me in his flow. Like, I've been doing this probably before he was. And everybody from EPMD, everybody knew who the 45 King was. They knew who Markey Fresh was. And he got signed with Jive. And Jive was jiving him around. So he's like, you know what, man? Look, we ain't going to get this off the ground. I'm just going to stay underground. So he would put out EPs and everything, but I'm trying to think. I think Red Alert had set it up. Like when they had did another show, he called up Red Alert and was like, Kane got a show. Big Daddy Kane doing a show, and this is like, I think 92. Yeah, it might have been 90. Yeah, it might have been 92. It was 1992. Kane was finna do a show, and Red Alert was spinning. And what happened? My God, I'm trying to think exactly how it went down. Y'all gotta forgive me. It's been like 20 some odd years. So anyway, I think I don't know who went. I know Markey would have been opening, but I know he was in the back. And then Kane was with their guys, and they was kind of like giving each other like, so what's up? What's up? What is it going to be like? So then I think it was Kane's brother, that they call Little Daddy Shane. He was like, so you the guy that's saying Kane stole your style? So I guess he's like, so Kane stole your style and got on? Is that what you trying to say? You that guy, right? And it was weird because that's how things got spreaded, through word of mouth, through the hood, no social media. So if somebody said something that was probably incorrect and it went back and started changing forms, it wasn't through, you ain't had social media, so it was everywhere. So by the time it get to you, you take it as fact. So this was the time for him to say, nah, man, what's going on? He was like, what? He was like, I guess. Like what up? Like, what we finna do? y'all got a mic? We can do it right now on the stage. And so Oh shoot, it's going down. So he was like, we can go right now on the stage. And then Kane was like, no, we go back, homie. He's like, no, we go back, man. 2 turntables and a mic. We could just do it right here before it was mics. We used to just grab a hairbrush, anything, and spit. He was like, what, you want to spit something now? He was like, what, you ain't ready? Kane was like, you want a shot at the title? And he was like, man, Kane looked at him, they laughed, and yeah, they laughed because it was funny, because Kane was just joking with him. Like, you want a shot at the title? And he was like, man, whenever you want to get it, brother. But they dapped each other. It was all love. So everything's fun. And everybody after that would go to this like a coffee house after the shows and stuff was over. So again, they at the coffee house. A lot of MCs are there. And that's when Kane, somebody started rhyming. And somebody had the spoon and they banging it against the glass. Banging on the table. And then just everybody randomly rapping. And then Mark Fresh is like, watch this, I'm finna get Kane. And then he jumped up, blah, 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 started rhyming, and he said something like, and he was like, my style is so ill, they could never compare it to Kane. And then that's when Kane got up and was like, oh, okay. And man, Kane just started ripping him and started going through his name. You know, and Black Nova, Casamacula. Man, King Ecstasy, nobody's equal. He was just rhyming his names and just coming at this dude and was like, any one of my names is bigger than yours. And he was just sunning him, you know, like I just birthed you. You older than me and I just birthed you. But Kane had the voice and the mic control, and, you know, just the MC presence that Markey D had the voice. And he's an ill MC, but he couldn't be Kane. He couldn't be Kane. He couldn't, because not only Kane had his boys laughing, he had his boys like, damn. And it's funny because they went back and forth. Like it went over there. Markey came back with some lines, but it's the presence and delivery that Kane had that was just like, nah, you ain't getting this from me. And it was just ill to see him go at it, man. And I mean, that's a pleasure there and a privilege for anybody who had the pleasure to witness that just brotherly freestyling and sharing it, because Kane didn't have to do nothing like that at that time. Are you kidding me? At that time, Kane didn't have to do nothing. Kane was set. So, I just wanted to share that with y'all. Sorry if I took too much of your time. I'm going to keep it short. But these guys were the legends, you know, so I wanted to get some shine to them. And rest in peace, too. Yeah, he recently passed away. I just found that out one too long ago. The Maca Rap, rest in peace. So it's glad to see your name, Markey Fresh, back on the headlines or something, even when you ain't here no more. You know, so shout out to Tough City Records. Shout out to all those guys who was in there. Psycho Les from the B-Nuts. I want to shout him out on this. OC. You know, Lakim, Shabazz. You know, gotta shout him out. Latifah, Queen Latifah, who could spit a mile a minute, you know, can give it to any MC. At that time, she was probably one of the best delivery wise. The Queen was something else. And shoot, that's it right now. But check out the EPMD video. You had too much to drink. You'll see Markey fresh up in that. And I'm out.